Dentis. Today I am going to give you some tips on how to prepare for NEET MDS exam, or you can say how to crack the exam. So basically in every mind there is one question: how to start? So today I am going to tell you some books before starting the preparation. Okay. So there are 3-4 different types of books you should have before starting up the preparation. The first important book is Dental Pulse. Here I am not promoting any book. I am suggesting you book on the basis of my personal experience. Okay. And there is one book, that is Gauri Shankar. You can read either of the books. Okay. You can go for Dental Pulse or Gauri Shankar. These books are considered as the basic. Okay. So you should read everything from this book, because if you not read this book, you don't have any knowledge about basic things. Okay. Reading these books are sufficient? No. To crack or get good grades, you should also go through AIPG as well as AIM exam papers. Okay. So for AIPG, I would suggest there is one book, that is Neeraj Wadhawan. It is a very good book, and in matter of answers and explanations, whenever you will read, you will fall in love with that book, because the answers given in that book is very good. The reference is very good. You will go on cracking different MCQs easily with the references. Okay. The third thing I would suggest is AIMS questions. So you can go for any book in which there is AIMS questions as well as explanatory answers, so that it is easy for you to remember hard and difficult MCQs. So this is the basic requirement for you to study while preparing NEET. Then again, you need to stretch on visual based MCQs. Nowadays the question pattern is that they are asking various visual based MCQs. So what you need to do, you need to refer your test books, different books, and see the visual diagrams, the anatomy, the nerve supply, the blood supply, muscles, and many such questions. They are like, if you are preparing for prosto, you should know the different class designs and questions like that. So you should visualize and remember the parts and nerves and everything. Okay, so the fourth thing is visual based MCQs. Fifth one is case based answers. Okay, that is case based. This is purely based on your experience plus knowledge. Whatever you did in your 4 years will help you in solving these questions. Okay, because it is basically a question given in which you need to think for the answer. This is testing your 4 years knowledge. Okay, so the question comes in every student's mind: how to start? कहाँ से शुरू करूँ, कैसे शुरू करूँ, सिनॉप्सिस पहले पढ़ूँ या MCQ करना है? So I will suggest go for the synopsis. Okay, go a brief reading of the synopsis and then start the MCQs. And most important thing is you need to divide the MCQs in 3 patterns, that is easy, moderate as well as hard. जो questions आपको एक नजर में आते हैं, solve that first. Okay, go for the easy ones first, then moderate, and the last is the hard. Okay. Do not waste your time on wrong questions. For example, I mean the questions in which you find difficulties. If there is one hard question about which you don't have any idea or any knowledge, obviously you will go towards the wrong option more compared to the right one, because you don't have any idea about it. So in that case, directly go into the reference point, see what is the answer, read about the whole reference, remember what is given there, and then solve that MCQs. Why I am telling you that? Because whenever you are stressing your mind to something which you don't know, you go on remembering that 10 minutes, that 10 minutes stress, that 10 minutes logic. You will forget the right answer. Okay, and will remember the wrong one which you were stressing for the 10 minutes. Okay, so not to waste your time on hard questions. Okay, so in this way, similarly, while solving the paper also, you should categorize easy, moderate, hard. Try to solve at least 230 questions out of 240. That is the basic important thing. To crack the NEET, you should solve as much as possible, but you should also see the negative marking limit, and you should not go randomly solving the things. You should have the knowledge about it, you should attempt the one which you feel like, okay, I'm confused between the two, then go for it. But if you don't know anything about it, don't attempt. Okay. So this is the basic tips for how to start up, how to solve the MCQs. Students are saying, मैंने बहुत prepare किया, I studied everything, but I'm not getting the good grades in the test series. I'm not getting the good marks. I'm not remembering anything. So basically, what the problem is, it is that you are going on reading the things you like and leaving the things which are hard, or you can say in a moderate level of topics. Okay. So though you are reading the things, you are not remembering it. Why? Because you are not revising it. Secondly, you are reading the things which you feel is important or you feel it is good to read. So these are the two basic mistakes you are leaving. That's why you are not getting good marks. So my suggestion is, whenever you are attempting a new topic, new chapter, go through the previous one. Okay? First is that. Second most important suggestion is, whenever there are charts or anything which you need to remember, like author name, invention or something like that, prepare notes, click photos and make charts. Okay. So first is photo. Whenever you're clicking a photo before going to bed, instead of wasting your time on Facebook, Twitter and WhatsApp, leave everything and go through all those photos, those charts. In preparation, you need to leave everything. Spending time on social media, convert it into reading out the photos of the charts. Okay, read the name of the authors. Prepare a different chart in which all the authors' inventions, important points is written, and during the brush time, read it daily. These are certain volatile things which you cannot remember until and unless you revise as much as possible. Now you will say, how many times I should revise? I would say as much as possible, as much as per your retaining capacity. How to know that? For example, if you are solving an MCQ, you can remember in the first attempt like 50%. Second time when you are solving, you can remember it 70%. Revise until you can remember 90% of it. Then only you will be able to attempt the MCQs within time during the exam time. Okay. Otherwise, you will go on failing everything. Okay. So that is the most important thing, that is revise. Second most important thing, you go on attempting or reading things which you like or which the subject you like, and leave the subjects which you find difficult. Sometimes a student feels biochemistry difficult, so he or she will think, I'll read the ANAT and like prosto or some other clinical subject first, and they go on wasting their times reading those good things first and difficult things later. So first of the most important thing, know which is the topic is difficult for you and the second which is easy for you. Not to waste much time on the easy topics you feel. Okay. So for example, if you are starting to study for a clinical subject, for example it is endo, read about endo everything. Okay. Next, take a basic subject which you have forgotten or which you find it difficult. So one clinical subject plus one basic subject. This will help you to read everything instead of reading only basics or reading only clinical. Okay. Second most important tip is that sometimes you feel like you have forgotten basics and it's difficult to retain things. In that, I would suggest make notes. For example, when it comes to ANAT, physio or biochem or previous subjects, please make notes. So this will help you to retain the previous things which you have forgotten. Okay. So and read that notes on daily basis. Okay. So this was about how to remember. One thing which comes is most important is time management. Time management during the time of your exam as well as during the preparation times. Whenever you are in your internship, try to give at least 4 hours during college hours and after that 4 hours. I know this 4 hours is very difficult when you are posted clinically. Okay, so my aim is please utilize the lunch time or whatever free time you are getting. At most try for 4 hours. And after coming home, give 4 hours or compensate this 4 hours in the next 4 hours. Okay. Most important thing, you don't have to go for a sleepless nights to prepare for anything. If you feel saturated, if you feel like stuck, I'm not getting anything, मेरे दिमाग में कुछ नहीं जा रहा है, if you feel like that, please take a break. It does not mean taking a break of 1 week or like 5 days. Take a break of 2 hours, take a break of a day, okay? Because whenever you are saturated, nothing will help you rather than taking a break. Take a good break, refresh your mind, do something like if you like playing guitar, if you like painting or anything. Just invest your mind into that stuff, spend some time with family or watch a good movie and again start with your preparation. This will help you to regain back to normal, okay? So not to waste your time in saturated times, okay? Second most important thing, don't go on mugging up everything, okay? Try to understand things. Sometimes you should remember certain things. Sometimes use your logic. Go for the case-based studies. Go on reading different cases. Go on solving different MCQs, okay? That is most important. In the free time, you can also go for visualizing different visual-based MCQ books that do not require much of the head, okay? So whenever you are feeling saturated, use your time in visual-based MCQs, case-based MCQs and things like that, okay? Most important, while managing the time after internship, you should give at least 10 to 12 hours of study. Honestly, in my preparation, I locked up myself from everything because that helped me in that. Basically, from each and every diversion of my mind, okay? That is the basic thing you should do while preparation. But if you can manage yourself with all those social media and everything and you can manage your time, there is not a problem, okay? It depends on person to person how a person feels like studying, okay? So basically manage your times, give 10 to 12 hours of studies. Sleep adequate. While most important thing during the time of examination also, have a good sleep before examination. Do not waste your time while mugging up things, revising things like an hour before, like 2 hours before the exam. If you cannot study for like 8 months, 2 hours will not help you during your examination because you are not setting the paper. You don't know what is going to be placed in that paper. So rest is the most important thing, most important tip before exam. Take a proper sleep, just go for bath and directly go for giving your exam. If you have studied well for those 8 to 9 months, you will definitely crack the exam and I can guarantee you, you can get good grades. So I hope I have given few tips on how to prepare for the exam, what to read and what not to read, okay? So I hope these tips will help you and you all will crack NEET exam in the coming sessions and I wish all the best to all of you. In previous lectures, I have given an explanation about different topics. Now onwards, I am trying to cover up the NEET based questions onwards as well as the topics related to NEET MBS. So if you have not yet subscribed my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more detail about NEET MBS. Thank you.